The Austrian School of Economics offers a unique perspective on the world of money and markets. Unlike other schools of thought, it emphasizes individual action, subjective value, and the limitations of government intervention. This approach, often seen as unorthodox, has gained renewed interest in recent years, particularly with the rise of cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. This essay will explore the core principles of Austrian economics and their relationship to the burgeoning world of digital assets. By understanding the Austrian framework, we can better grasp the potential benefits and drawbacks of cryptocurrencies as a new form of money and financial system. This exploration will delve into key Austrian concepts, including methodological individualism, subjective value theory, time preference, and opportunity cost. We will examine the Austrian critique of central planning and its emphasis on sound money. With these principles as our guide, we will analyze how cryptocurrencies, particularly Bitcoin, align with the Austrian vision of free markets and individual sovereignty. Finally, we will address criticisms of cryptocurrencies from within the Austrian school itself, acknowledging the complexities of this emerging technology. At the heart of Austrian economics lies the individual. Methodological individualism, a core principle, asserts that all economic phenomena stem from the choices and actions of individuals. Austrian economists believe that understanding individual motivations is key to understanding the broader economy. This focus on individual agency stands in stark contrast to approaches that prioritize collective aggregates or government directives. Closely tied to individualism is the subjective theory of value. Austrians argue that the value of goods and services is not inherent but rather determined by the subjective preferences of individuals. What one person finds valuable, another may not. This subjective nature of value has profound implications for understanding market prices, which Austrians see as reflecting the aggregated preferences of market participants. This stands in contrast to theories that attempt to tie value to objective factors like labor input. Time preference, another crucial Austrian concept, recognizes that individuals value present goods over future goods. We prefer to satisfy our needs and desires sooner rather than later. This preference for present satisfaction influences savings, investment, and interest rates. Entrepreneurs, driven by the potential for future profits, take risks and allocate resources based on their understanding of consumer preferences and future market conditions. The entrepreneur plays a central role in the Austrian view of the market process. By constantly seeking profit opportunities, entrepreneurs drive innovation, create new goods and services, and satisfy consumer needs. This process of creative destruction, as described by economist Joseph Schumpeter, is essential for economic progress and the efficient allocation of resources. However, their success hinges on their ability to accurately anticipate consumer demand and navigate the uncertainties of the market. Austrian economists harbor deep skepticism towards central planning and government intervention in the economy. They argue that central planners, lacking the necessary knowledge of individual preferences and localized conditions, cannot effectively allocate resources or steer the complex dynamics of a market economy. Price signals, formed through voluntary exchange in a free market, are seen as essential for coordinating economic activity. Attempts to manipulate these signals through price controls, subsidies, or other interventions inevitably lead to distortions, shortages, and unintended consequences. This critique of central planning stems from the Austrian understanding of knowledge as dispersed and subjective, highlighting the limitations of centralized decision-making. Instead, Austrians advocate for decentralized, market-based solutions that empower individuals to make their own economic choices. The Austrian school has long championed the importance of sound money, a monetary system that is resistant to manipulation and preserves value over time. They view government-controlled fiat currencies with suspicion, arguing that they are inherently prone to inflation and erode purchasing power. This skepticism stems from the Austrian understanding of money as a market-emergent phenomenon, not a creation of the state. Bitcoin, a decentralized digital currency operating on a cryptographic blockchain, has garnered significant attention from individuals aligned with the Austrian school. Its fixed supply, determined by a transparent and predictable algorithm, resonates with the Austrian desire for a monetary system free from political manipulation. Moreover, Bitcoin's decentralized nature, operating independently of any central authority, aligns with the Austrian emphasis on individual sovereignty and freedom from government control.